Sisters and brothers, we're here today because we recognize, all of us, that the Israeli government is carrying out war crimes and crimes against humanity against the people of Gaza. But these crimes could not be committed and would not be committed without the explicit consent and support and financing provided by the Bush administration. And so in that sense, we are here to say that this is a U.S.-backed Israeli atrocity, and justice demands that the United States government cut all aid to Israel today. Otherwise, and because of it, the U.S. is guilty of war crimes too. The U.S. spends $15 million a day to support the state of Israel. Now, we're going to go back to the old reliable bullhorn. They're spending $15 million a day, and they say that there's no money in the United States for housing and health care and for all the people who've lost their jobs. There's money to send to Israel. There's money to spend for occupation. There's money to spend so they can buy 2,000-pound bombs and drop them on fourth-floor apartment buildings because they've designated one person, one leader of Hamas, as the target. And also in that building that had a 2,000-pound bomb dropped on it, there were children and others who have done nothing, whose only crime is that they are Palestinian. And the Geneva Convention makes it crystal clear that those who carry out military attacks and do so in a way that are designed to take the lives of civilians, that these people are themselves guilty of war crimes according to the Geneva Convention. And like the Nazis in Nuremberg, they should be brought before the International Tribunal and held accountable for their crimes. We condemn, of course, the fascist Holocaust that West European and East European Jewry faced before and during World War II. But the Israeli regime and their backers in the White House have no moral, political, or legal excuse to use the Holocaust from 70 years ago to carry out genocide against the Arab and Palestinian people, and they are no different from those who perpetrated war crimes 70 years ago. Now, if we don't speak, if we don't stand up, if we don't raise our fists in the air, then the world will see that the American people, all ethnic groups, have been silent, and by their silence become betrayers of justice. But you know what, sisters and brothers? You can see from the demonstration today here in Washington and the one in San Francisco and Chicago and Los Angeles and New York tomorrow and scores of cities around the country that the people of the United States will not be silent. We will not stay quiet. We will not be passive. We will do what we must do, which is to rise up against the government of evil that uses our tax dollars to perpetrate crimes against the innocent people of Palestine. Occupation is a crime. Intervention is a crime. Aggression is a crime. Sending tax dollars to Israel is a crime. And that's why we say if occupation is a crime, the only remedy is to end the occupation. End the occupation. End the occupation. talk about why these crimes are being committed. You know, some people try to make sure that this struggle is portrayed as just a battle between two ethnic groups or two religions. This is not a battle between people. It's not a battle between religions. This is a contest between the forces of colonialism, the forces of imperialism, and an indigenous people who has the right to self-determination, free from colonial domination. That's what this is. It's no different than the struggle of the people in South Africa to cast off apartheid. It's no different from the struggle of the people of El Salvador or Nicaragua or Iran to be free from Western colonialism. This is not between two people. This is between imperialism and those who have the right to control and must control their own destiny. If there was no oil in the Middle East, would the United States spend $15 million a day to support Israel?
No!
Israel is a tool. Yes. Israel is an attack dog for U.S. imperialism, yes, not only against the Palestinian, but against all the Arab and Middle East peoples. Now, as an American, and I want the media to hear this, as of today, we are making it clear that the people of the United States and the people of Palestine are the same people.
Yes, sir.
We want jobs. We want to live. We want our children to go to school. We want peace. The Palestinians are not our enemy. They are our sisters and brothers, and we will stand with them and march with them and fight the Israeli aggressors along with the Pentagon and the CIA.